What's going on, everybody? This is Riyad here with a new fighting game tutorial, and in the previous tutorial we made a simple connection to the server, but okay, come on. So in this tutorial we will upgrade the join way. So okay, multiplayer. So as you can see here, the create menu isn't pretty right now, but don't worry, this is just for testing, as I told you. And yep, so as you can see here, um, this is actually a how can I explain it? It's not good to create the player when the sockets connect to the server. So we're going to have kind of like a menu, so the player can spawn his player after connecting to the server. So let's go to our connect and disconnect here, and okay, so here we don't want to add the player when the clients connect. So let's set this variable as no one. In fact, let's go to the server here. Let's make another variable called server type equals 1 versus 1. Okay, and we also need a variable for the client, which is also server type, and this one will be empty for now. And another variable called show join menu equals true. Okay, we need also a oh yeah, it's recorded. We also need another constant, so let's make a variable here for spawning the player, which is join. Oh no, so I already have this. Let me spawn. Okay, that's good. Yes. So first of all, we need to go to the client here, to text here. So in the draw event, I think it's better to remove this a little bit. Okay, so if show join menu, so if server type equals 1 versus 1, else server type equals 2 versus 2. So I'm making the join menu so the player can maybe choose his team, if it's a team match. And here what can we have as an option for, I don't know. Okay, so best for now, let's just draw text, press G to spawn your player. Okay, now let's go to step event, and let me just copy that. Okay. So if keyboard check pressed G, then we're going to send a request to join the server. So let's make another I think it's better to do it here since the code will not be so long. Okay, so as always, let's seek the buffer buffer seek start 0 and buffer right buffer, and as you know, the first key is always buffer and silent 8. The value here is spawn. Okay, and yep, that's all. So now let's send the packet, send packet. So buffer, oh, this should be socket buffer and buffer down buffer. Okay, now let's go to the server. Where is it? Okay, oops, so I should go here to the received data. So else if cmd equals spawn, then we need to spawn a player. So let's say var player equals so if server type if server type equals 1 versus 1, oops, then let's say if global dot current players is greater or equals 1, else so var player equals instance create, so position let's just I can't remember right now, but wait, no, so this should be 512 or something. And here I don't know, just set the position there, and yeah, so now let's add the player to his socket. So dsmap add client socket and the player. So here if you're on the game now, you can't spawn the player because oh wait, a little bit here. So one more thing, so let's delete this from here and make sure to send the request when we actually joined the game. Okay, and so once we press G, then show join menu will be false, so we can't see the join menu. Okay, so right now we cannot spawn our player, and that's because the client the client can't know right now the type of the server, so the server must send the server type variable to the client. So let me show you. Come on. Okay, so we get multiplayer and press H. AIP. Oh, I forgot to change the color here. Draw set color. See red or whatever. Okay, so let's restart it. Okay. Oops, really? Oh yeah. Actually, we can't see the text right now because this variable, which is server type, is not 1 versus 1. So let's add a network event here in order to receive the server type. So let's create for event id equals dsmap find value. As always, async load, and the variable, the type is, or the key is id. So if our if the sender is, if someone is sending an information to our socket, that means this variable will be exactly as our socket. Then so since we don't have any data here, let's go to the server and send it and come back later. So actually we can do one more thing here. So you can say for buffer or buff equals dsmap find value buffer. Okay, and so let's go to the server, and now let's say if global dot current players is greater than 0, so that means we will send the data if there is actually players that are connected to the game. So okay, then let's say buffer seek player buffer. Okay, the base is buffer and sign it well, I think 60 is fine. So first of all, we're going to send how many clients are connected to the game. Okay, we also need to send one more thing, which is the server type. So buffer seek player buffer string, and this is the server type basically. Okay, now we need to send the variable to all the sockets. Oh wait, I forgot to. Wait, what am I doing? Oh my god. So this buffer right. Let's take the buffer here. So buffer seek start and 0. Oops. So as I told you, we need to send those two variables to all the clients. So for I equals 0, I is less than ds list size. sockets I++. Then what we're going to do, var socket equals ds list find value. So socket I. Okay, so network send packet using this socket, and the buffer to send is the player buffer. The size is always buffer till buffer. Okay, so now we are sending those two variables to all the clients. Okay, so if we go back to the client here, then so as you remember, if you remember, the first data that we sent was how many players are in the game, and we already have this variable sprites. So sprites equals buffer read buff, type is buffer and size at 60, I guess. Yep. And now server type equals buffer read. What's okay? Buffer, and the type is buffer string. Okay. Now for testing purpose, let's do something like 0 text 0 and let's say room width divide by 2. What I'm doing. Oops, and I think I made a mistake here, but let's first do that. Let's go back to the server. So up here, so if I think it's better to yeah, so let's change it to ds list size socket is greater than 0. Okay, now let's see if everything is working fine. Come on, my supercomputer. Okay, multiplayer create. So host. Yeah, whatever. Oh, oops. What's the yeah. So this is player buffer. Host. Oh, what's the oh my god. Yeah, I always do some stupid thing. Okay, host. Now everything should work fine. Oh yeah. So as you can see here, guys, now we have received a two information from the servers. The first one is the sprites, which is for now it's the number of the players connected to the game, and we also received this variable, which is the server type. So when we start the client, this variable will be an empty string but the server is sending us another value for this variable, which is the, the the server type that is on the server. So now we can actually join the server. So if we press G, then we should get an error, of course. So what's the problem this time? Instance check. What? Oh yeah, actually, where is it? Receive data. So this should be remote player. So the reason I made this menu, because maybe so okay, so let me explain something. When we join a menu, when we join a server, we actually don't know which type it's gonna be. So I was thinking of adding a direct connection. So maybe if the client press join server button, then he'll need to type external IP and the port to connect. And when we do that, basically the clients cannot know the server type that is connecting to. So we're going to spawn a player without actually knowing which variables does the server need. So for example, in this menu we can let me show you something. So if the server type was 2 versus 2, then in the join menu the player can actually select a team while he's actually connecting to the server. So for example, let's connect to the server. So now, right now, the client is connecting to the server, and imagine that this is a team battle. So the client can choose his team when he is already connected to the server, but in the older way, basically cannot do that, because we actually created the player before knowing the server type. So you know what, I think it's better to I was thinking to have 2 servers. So this one is OBG1 versus 1 server, and I will make another server 2 versus 2 server, but I think that we'll keep 1 server and we'll change his functions depending on the server type variable. So I think this is more I don't know, I think it's better than making 2 servers, and you know, and also in this way we can switch the server type in the game while we are playing. So for example, well, this idea isn't good for fighting game, but imagine that we are making a top-down shooter. So for example, the first time the clients connect to the server type will be I don't know, maybe deathmatch, and when they finish the first round, then maybe for some fun the server will be changed to I don't know, maybe survival or zombies, stuff like that. So yeah, now as you can see here, we can join, and yeah, so we still have our information here. And oh wait, did we receive the information from, let me go to the remote player draw. Nope, actually we didn't have the information. Why? first of all, let's see. Wait, so characters, or wait, scripts. Oh, wait, actually there is a better way to do that, but, okay, so host, yep, press G, and yep, so it's not a good way to send so let's remove that first. Okay, actually, you know what, oh, actually it's working, but no, so no, let's keep it send info. Wait, let me just, yep, so actually it's working, but I didn't, yep, so here, oh, nope, nope, nope. So you know what, let's copy that. Actually, let's remove this script. Delete, yes. Now let's go to the client, and in this step event, so it's better to send the player's information while making it. So here, this is global dot player name. This is what was that? The character. Yep, global dot character. Wait, character. And the last one is the ID. Okay. Now let's modify our script here. So we don't need this part. And here, okay. So now pl.name equals buffer read buffer string so sorry guys, I pressed F10. So this is buffer string and pl dot character equals also buffer read string, and the last one is PLID equals buffer read assigned 32. Let's copy that, let's add it here. Yep, and we're ready to go. So let's see if that's working. Okay, multiplayer host. Let's join. Yep. So as you can see here, guys, that we have received the information. So that was all for today, guys. Don't forget to like or subscribe. You can find all the codes used in this tutorial in the description below. And in the next one, we'll be starting making the player move and fight and stuff like that. And don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.